Today we are going to be learning the absolute fundamental of bash shell scripting, and also you can build your first program after this. The first program we're going to be learning is the ping sweeper. What ping sweeper does is ping sweeper will ping all the devices in your network and find out which one is active. To do that, first we're going to give the ifconfig to find my IPv4 address. I'm in the slash 24 subnet, which means I have 255 hosts in my network. And my default gateway then would be 192.168.0.1. I'll clear my screen. I will paste the first part of the network address, and for the default gateway I will give 1.1 and ping. Since I'm getting a reply back, it means that my router is alive. What I want to do is I want to check all the 255 IPs in my network whether they respond or not. Let's ping my default gateway just only one time with the count 1, C stands for count, and save this file in ip.txt. If I get the content of my ip.txt, I get this output. What I want to do is I want to separate from everything only my IP address, because I want to check whether it responded or not. So to do that, I'll again clear my screen. Before learning bash, let's see what we want to do. We want to get the content of my ip.txt, grab 64 bytes, because this was my IP was in the line of 64 bytes. You can see that I separated the 60 line that started from 64 bytes from my output, and now I want to separate this IP address from this line. To do that, I will cut this line, and I will cut this line based on the spaces. So delimiter is for cutting, and I will cut based on the spaces, and field 4. If I select field 4, it will give me the IP address on the field 4. Similarly, if I have done 3, guess what would have it have given? It would have given from. Just to say what I have done until now, I have kept the context of ip.txt. I have combined this with the pipe with the grep command. I'm taking out the line 64 bytes from the whole file, and then I'm cutting based on the spaces. You can see the spaces here, and I'm taking the field 3, which is 1, 2, and 3. So hopefully you have understand until now. I will clear my screen and I will extract the IP again by giving 4. Here there is a small problem. I have the colon after my IP. I want to remove this colon. To do that, I will again pipe it with that tr command, tr delimiter, and I will cut out the colon. I have to put it under the apostrophe, press enter. Here tr stands for translate, so I'm translating the colon into nothing. And now I want to do is I want to do for the whole 255 hosts in my network. And for that, we're going to make a simple bash script. To do that, copy this line and open up your favorite text editor. I will use mousepad, and you can name the file anything you like. I will name it ipsweep.sh. Sh is for bash files. Click enter. And before doing anything, we have to let our Linux machine know that this is a bash file. To do that, we're going to use the hashtag, the exclamatory mark /bin/bash. Press Ctrl plus S to save the file. Now your Linux machine will know that this is a bash file. Then paste what you copied earlier. Since we do not need the cat command anymore, I will replace it with our initial command, which was the ping count 1 and your IP address. Now, if I want to ping all the 255 hosts at the same time, I will create a loop which will loop through 1 to 255. So I will create for IP in backtick seq for sequence 1 to 254. It will go through 1, then 2, then 3 until 254. Backtick again. This is not apostrophe. Please do not get confused. Press the semicolon and type 2. All I'm simply saying right now is for each element in the sequence that starts from 1 and ends at 254, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and until 254, do this line. Here, IP can be any name you want. It can be Bob, Alice, X, Y, Z. It does not matter. Finally, I'll type done to end the script. Since I am only changing the last digit, I will type in IP. So it will go through 1, then 2, then 3. To end the line, I will type semicolon in this part and end will do all of them at the same time. So this is the main difference between and semicolon. Semicolon will do one by one, so first one, then two, then three, and will do it all at the same time. I will now test my script. So to do that, dot slash ipsweep dot sh, press enter. Okay, so I need the executable for permission, so I will type in chomod plus x ipsweep dot sh. Now I can execute the script, so I will type in the script name again, and you can see these are the active devices in my network. Now if you run this script, your bash script will run, and this is 100% okay. But there's a way to make this script better, the more professional way, and we're gonna see that. Let me just clear my screen. So let me just open the bash script again. Actually, let me open one more window so that you can understand better. New window. Just let me zoom the other window. Okay, so in programming language, it is very bad to hard code any value like this in your code, because then it will not be global. If you give this to any user, they cannot run it because their IP address might be different. So you should always access it with a variable. To do that, we will replace our hard coded value with a dollar sign. Dollar sign is used to access the variable in bash. And one just simply means the positional argument. So if I do dot slash ipsweep dot sh and 192.168.0, so this is the first argument, so it will take this one. Let me give another example. So suppose if I have given 2 here, 2 here, it would not have taken this, because this is the first argument. What would it have taken was the argument 192.168.78.5. It's because I have given 2, this is the second place, so it would have taken this argument. So since I don't have that, and since I'm doing 192.168, I'll just do 1. And if I run my script, you can, okay, so, oh, I'm in the wrong directory, so I'll go to the correct directory, desktop. And if I now run my script, you can now see that it's working, and it would have worked anytime I would have put a new value after the ipsweep.sh, and I don't have to change my code every time I want to scan a new network. Now everything is well and good, but suppose you send your bash script to your friend, but your friend cannot read or write bash script. Your friend can only execute the script. So he will, in his terminal, type in dot slash the name of the bash script, and if he presses enter, he will not know that you should put the positional argument 192.168 or your IP there. So not knowing that, he will just execute this script, and he will get this huge list of error. He will get this list of error, but since he cannot read or write the script, he will not know what to do. So that's why we are gonna instruct him with the error message that he should do that, and we can do that by a conditional statement, the if and the else statement. We're gonna type if, the third bracket, the $1 equal empty. So you understand why we're doing this, right? Because $sign is the positional argument. Then so I have to put space there, yeah. Then echo, you forgot to add the IP address. We can let him know that he did not add the IP address. We can also instruct him how to add the IP address, like we can do execute the script like, and we're gonna give him a small instruction. Else do this. So what I just did right now is, if the positional argument, the $sign here, where it should have been IP, like ipsweep.sh, it should have been IP, right? But it's not there. If it's not there, then you do this, else you do this, just like English language. Also like Python programming, if you have done that before. Then fi to close the if else statement. In bash you close the if else statement by fi. So if he types in ip sweep.sh and he will get this error message, then he will understand what to do. Then he can execute this bash script by looking at the error message and doing it correctly.